welcome. Hello. What? Oh boy. What's up?
Hello there.
Lauren's not first. She said she was first. She's not first.
Did you get a flame to grill on that?
Tell Hey Jason, you know we're live, right? Anyway, tell Lauren to get in the stream faster. Anyway, welcome to Insomniac Live. Oh, I think these still work, right? Yeah.
Hey.
I forgot to edit them, though.
Is it still I don't keep promises or
Yes.
something like that?
Yes.
Lies.
Lauren is not here, so she's somewhere pretending to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back. We missed you since last Thursday.
Yeah.
It's been
Feels like it's been a long time.
a really long time.
Yeah.
Anyway, I would like to let everyone know, because I know he's been asking me to say this for a while, that Thomas is moving on from QA, and now he's officially on the community team.
I am.
At least for now.
For the time being. Until I mess up.
Community support specialist, Thomas Hart. So I can change your thing to say makes promises he can't keep. Can't keep? He can't keep them? Anyway.
Wait, what? You're changing what?
I lost my train of thought. All right, Jack's here, so we can start. Because that's all that matters is that Jack is here and Lauren is not. Those are the two things that matter most for the stream. King Thomas, no. That's not going to happen.
Yes. You've got it right. You're on the right track.
In fact, I am going to revoke your Discord abilities until you take back that comment. Right now. I'm going to take you away.
Oh my goodness.
There goes. Discord.
Oh no.
He's gonna miss out.
Oh no.
Let's go to the special chat.
Oh, I'm being threatened. Oh no.
We're going to here.
Whatever will I do? I'm not falling for this bluff, Tim.
It's not a bluff.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. From Zero. Hold down the name.
Oh no.
Unmod him.
Oh. Woe is me.
I can't see.
Such a sad day today.
Why are you talking like that?
I've been injured.
Oh, I know where I have to do it from. Anyway, while we do this, we need to ban that word on Twitch now. Ooh, that's a good idea. Let's do it. Let's ban it.
What, the
K word.
the game?
Let's ban the K word.
The game that shall not be named?
Let me go in and I'll do that with the bot. I can't do that right now, but I promise you I will ban it before tomorrow. Where is the roles? Whatever. I'm not going to deal with this on mobile. I'll do it as soon as I get back to my desk. All right. Are you not feeling so good, Mr. Peter Parker? Peter Parker's feeling great.
I feel great.
When is your move that we talked about to Naughty Dog? I'm not moving to Naughty Dog yet. Mainly because I'm not moving back to California. Thanks for the host. Love us Saga. Sagi. Lavu Sage.
I can't see it, so.
And thanks for the host, and thanks for the follow, everyone. And here we go. This has been a terrible start to the stream, by the way.
It's been a great start. I've been unmodded and slandered as a liar.
Well, you are.
No.
You are a liar.
Mm-mm. I'm not.
Anyone who uses it gets timeout. Actually, what I'm going to do is ban it so like it won't. It'll like
Delete the message.
Yeah, it'll delete the message completely. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Today we're playing Re Happy Few.
Mm-hmm.
Has anyone played the game yet? You're a mod in our hearts, Thomas.
Aw.
It's the only place you'll ever be again. Is in their hearts.
Cut it out. Stop the tomfoolery.
Who else besides the devs pre-ordered the special edition? It's a good question. How many of you in chat have the special edition. Let's see, we got one person who's played. All right.
It's a little buggy. Well, whenever you want to switch.
Oh yeah, let's do that. I just feel like the unawkwardness of it. The guy on the right reminds me of DJ Khaled. How?
I say spider. You say man.
Spider man.
Man.
Spider man. DJ Khaled. Man, that was. Whew. Saw him at the Facebook party at E3, and let me tell you, I'm glad. I'm not glad. Actually, I wish I. That's like 3 hours of my life I'm not going to get back.
What difficulty should we do it on?
I don't know. What were you playing on before? What does Sandbox coming soon mean?
I guess there's a sandbox mode. I have no idea. Let's go normal. Oh, there's also custom. We could custom and then change all this. Survival needs, we could turn down to easy.
Why? No, we're doing at least normal everything.
Permadeath.
Do permadeath.
You want permadeath? We'll lose all progress if I die? It's pretty hard to die, to be fair.
What do you got, guys? What do you say? What say you?
They're going to say hard.
Chat. And stop talking about DJ Khaled. I've already seen enough of him in my life.
Oh, that's the best thing I've heard, though.
What, that you were DJ Khaled? Or was
no,
it
it's you. It's definitely you.
What was I saying, though?
No, they said that you, like, looks-wise, you remind them of DJ Khaled.
I don't look anything like DJ Khaled.
I think he's bald. I think that's it.
I look like all the bald people.
Yeah.
Hard mode. I see a hard. I see permadeath. I see a normal. I see death.
So we want to do hard permadeath?
No, not hard permadeath. You're crazy.
Well, okay, so we'll do hard. No permadeath. I'm down for that. Permadeath just seems like a bad idea.
Let's just do normal.
That'll be a really boring
Just
stream.
do normal. No permadeath. Retrox says no permadeath, so I believe that. I'm going with that.
What? What? BN? Not yet? What?
Why would you not yet?
I don't know. I guess.
What is the purpose of a not yet?
I guess you. Let's find out. Okay.
You change your mind after you meticulously selected your difficulty
and hit start.
You've changed your mind.
Okay.
Hard perms.
So mute this.
You won't. They claimed you won't. Well, we didn't. So you're right. Tim is Pulse from Rainbow Six.
Pulse from Rainbow Six. I played some Rainbow Six, but I don't remember that character. I don't know why I sung that.
Hard perms. Oh, I already did that. In case of a misclick. Yeah, but couldn't you just stop and start over at that point?
What?
If you misclicked start.
Right.
Arthur hums along with the music. I thought we turned that off.
No, we did.
Turn off the audio.
Wait, you want to turn off?
I don't want audio subtype. I want those.
We turned all that off, I think, unless it's save specific. No, because it's on.
Go to options.
So
go down to language. See, it's not down. Turn it off.
It's off. All of it's off. We went through this because I thought the pink was the selection, but it's not. It's the white.
Is it?
Yeah. This is. I promise.
Okay. All right. Go back. Apparently, that is not a.
Well, so like humming is arguably like right. Words, right?
Arguably.
Yeah. What, are you trying to say arguably isn't a word?
No, I'm saying humming. In what world is humming a word?
I mean, like
in
like
what world is
subtitles.
Humming speaking?
Like when you're like, is it humming a sound effect or is it dialogue? That in that world.
I see what you're saying. God. I see I get where. See, that was a better argument.
Yeah. I had more time to form it.
Will there be copyrighted music in Spider-Man, or is it all original? I honestly don't remember. I think it's mostly original, but there might be some music. I honestly don't remember.
What was the question?
if there'll be copyrighted music in Spider-Man, or is it all original?
I should just take my joy. Shouldn't I?
We're focused on the original soundtrack, which is awesome. So I don't know. I can't answer that question. Take the pill.
Or I could. You want me to take the pill?
Yeah, that's what they said. Take the pill.
I'm just gonna do it. I know what this does,
Skittles?
but I'm gonna do it just cause.
Oh, those are M&Ms? I don't want M&Ms.
Happiness is a choice.
What you really, really like?
No, I don't think what are they?
Crispy.
Oh, yeah, bring them over here.
I knew it. I'm gonna say thank you, Amy.
Thank you, Amy.
Thank you, Amy.
Look at this. It's crispy M&Ms. Sponsored by...
This is what happens when you try to backseat in a game that
What?
you aren't playing.
What
This
happened?
is what happens when you try to backseat game. You got us a game over.
How did you get a game over?
Because I took the pill that you weren't supposed to.
They said take the pill, not
Oh.
me. That's awesome. That's it? That's a
Yeah.
game?
Yeah, we beat it.
What does it do? It kills you?
100%.
It was a poison pill?
No, so it's like the world is everybody's on happy pills, and it's like a kind of Brave New World kind of allegory. But everybody's on happy pills, and then you're going to get off the happy pills and see the world the way it really is.
And so you took the happy pill.
Right, and so it's just like
And you lost.
you're living the lie.
Okay. I guess. I did not talk to DJ Khaled, no. He was too busy yelling when I say Facebook, you say gaming. Over and over again. Did they give you free food? This is, yeah, crispy M&Ms.
ASMR stream.
All right, let's start this over again.
Yeah, I didn't.
Chat.
I didn't die.
Listen, full mooners.
Come on.
You can't get chocolate on my keyboard.
I won't. They have a candy coating, Tim,
That's
for a
a
reason.
lie. That's a lie. They get sticky.
Oh my goodness! Come on, just a couple.
Do not get stickiness
I won't.
on my
All
keyboard.
right,
Don't
all
be
right.
like Tommy Boy where he drops all the M&Ms down the radiator
Thank you.
or whatever you call it.
Oh, heavens no.
Here we go again. So what do you do here? What is that? That's this thing that reads newspapers? Hey, the Hastings brothers founded Insomniac Games.
Hey,
Did you know that?
I did. So wait, what was your question? Oh, what are you doing here? You're like censoring the news because you only want happy news in the society. So your job is like
And
a censor.
and you have to take these pills?
Oh, see, it's like you're remembering because you're Arthur and that's your brother.
Joy.
And so it's like you're remembering some traumatic experience, and you're like, "Oh no, I need my happy pills," and then you're like, "No, I'm not gonna take them. I'm gonna
I think we should just turn the audio off and have you narrate the whole game.
see the world the way it really is."
How long does a workday last when you're doing a game like Spider-Man? You want to come on? Sure. Move over, Thomas.
Yep.
Sean McCabe wants to join us.
We happy
We
few?
happy few.
Cool.
We just started and took the happy pill and the game ended.
Yeah.
So we have to start over again.
All right. Hey,
Anyway.
everybody.
How long? Oh, your shirt's kind of green.
And I'm not. I'm actually a ghost.
You kind of
Oh.
look. You kind of look like a floating head a little
I'm a
bit.
ghost.
Anyway, a workday during Spider-Man, it just depends. If you got stuff to do, some people stay late. I don't know. Some people stay till 8, 9, 10, 11 o'clock.
Yep.
Some people come in early.
Leave early?
Probably like at least 9, 10 hours a day during crunch or whatever you want to call crunch. During push for gold.
Well, come on then.
I don't know.
Fill it up.
Well, we leave it up to people.
Yeah, it's completely up to
decide.
up to your workload and how you work and if you want to stay later and if you
Family
don't-
schedule.
It's not like Sean stands there with a whip and at the front door, and if you try to walk out,
You do.
get back to your desk.
Why a whip?
I don't know. Like, isn't that how you train animals?
I haven't had
Like at the circus?
I thought you used like food and positive reinforcement.
Yeah, and I'm talking about the bad way.
You're really old school, Tim. Do you beat your dog?
Oh
No,
my
not
goodness.
anymore.
No.
I'm just joking. I don't beat my dog.
No.
Good answer.
That's funny. Let's see. The pills are to keep Tim in check on Discord. I'm eating my
We'll
pills.
look out for each other.
That's what we'll do.
Why are there balloons coming over the wall? Is there like a celebration happening right now?
Yes.
What?
Wait, what?
What's the celebration? There was a balloon that someone dropped.
You're obviously not invited to the party.
I expect
Now I'm feeling kind of uncomfortable.
presently.
Did you guys play God of War? I did not yet. I have it installed and I haven't played it yet, but I'm excited to play it. I'm a 17-year-old doing a software development course in college. I'm looking for games company to work experience with. I'm contacting companies. Are you sending us your resume through Twitch? Is that what you're doing? But don't seem to contact back. Would you recommend me do? Are you sending your resume in? Are you applying for internships? Or are you just mass emailing companies? That's the real question. Gaming conventions are great. GDC is great. Local conventions like ECGC or similar gaming conferences are great. I don't know where you live, so...
Also, contacting people like on LinkedIn
Yeah.
that might be interesting. Like there are so many resources out there because of social networking.
Game
that
dev drink ups. Although you
ga-
can't go when you're 17. But
Yeah, you could have some juice.
Yeah.
Have some apple juice.
What do y'all think of game jams for like?
I think
experience?
game jams are great. I mean, whatever you can do to connect with the development community, that's going to get you closer. I mean, a lot of the times, like, companies get a lot of resumes and you're not going to hear back. I think that we very specifically notify people what next steps are, but I think it's part of getting into the business is feeling like you're getting ghosted by a company.
It's funny you use the term ghosted when you're literally ghosting right now.
He's astral projecting.
I'm actually just a ghost.
So what have I missed, Thomas?
So you didn't take your pills, and then you didn't. I didn't censor a bunch of documents, which is bad.
Sounds like my grandparents. Didn't take their pills.
Didn't censor,
Didn't censor documents.
It's
It's an interesting family history.
And then your coworker came in, and she was like, "Are you off your pills?" And you lied to her and told her no.
You said I'm off my rocker.
What? What does that mean?
I don't know.
You don't know the term I'm off my rocker?
No, I do. And then I just went into my coworker's office, a different coworker, and I read a document that told that revealed to me that they were trying to get me fired, and this is me.
Whoa, Arthur Hastings?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the Hastings brothers.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's the one that they never talk about. Nobody mentions Arthur.
Tim, has anyone called you Timothy? They haven't lasted very long after they have.
No. There's like a whole group of people that are crippled from calling him that.
Every time you censor something, it's like Spider-Man leak. Sort of, I guess. Well, we're going to be in your shoes soon. Applying for jobs. I'm so happy for Spider-Man 2 Zero Horizon. Zero Horizon UYT.
I can't even see who you're talking to.
Can you see your legs in the game?
Yeah, it's hard to see it. I don't believe so.
Thomas doesn't have any legs though,
I don't in real life.
which is fine. Not for you, but
Well,
He used to
It's
have
okay.
VR legs.
no, Thomas has no legs,
Ooh, that guy looks like a not a happy few.
and I'm a ghost.
Oh, hi, Arthur. So I don't get it.
Some of these offices look a lot like my guidance counselor's office in 5th grade.
With the space chairs.
Yeah, it was weird. It looked like it was, I don't know, I guess like my elementary school was built in the late 50s or something.
That looks like a lot like Brian D's desk.
A lot of papers.
How has your day been? You forgot to ask? Oh, I get it, because the last stream no one asked me how my day was.
What is
Thank
my-
you.
what?
I appreciate that.
It's my favorite part of Spider-Man so far.
What's your favorite part
I like
of
the
Spider-Man so
trailer.
far?
I like the trailer that just came out.
it is really nice.
I like that it's going to ship soon.
There you are.
I like that you guys are going to get to
Really
play it
missed
soon.
the pinata. It's the most
Why do you have white faces in this happy world?
Uncle Jack did
I'm
a
not
whole
sure
show
about that.
I think they're masks.
until all
Yeah.
the sweets come out.
Well, they might be painted
No,
on.
because look how they move. Yeah, it looks painted.
This reminds me of like the rule of Rose, in that I feel like at no point would I understand what's going on in this game.
It's
You
very.
guys ever played that?
No.
Very odd PlayStation 2 game.
This is definitely taking a lot of inspiration from A Brave New World, the book.
Yeah.
What
Oh,
was
I
in the
see.
pinata? A rat? And they're eating it because
Yeah.
they're high?
No, I think they're just hungry and they like rats.
You are off your
So they're all on the happy pills.
Yeah, the joy.
Yeah.
They're off. You're off your joy.
And then it's
Take your joy.
hallucinogenic, and so they all see it as a pinata, but because you're off of it.
But they're really eating rats.
Right.
I got you. Okay. That's pretty cool.
And so now you're a downer.
To which Arthur says, "Oh, rats."
Tim is never a downer.
I'm never a downer.
You're
I'm
not a
always,
downer.
I'm always a glass half full kind of guy.
No, you are. You're like, Tim, let's go rob a bank, and you're like, all right, let me get my jacket.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get it. Let me get a drink.
Yep. Always.
Let me pack up this equipment.
Is there gonna be multiplayer in Spider-Man? No. It's a single-player adventure only.
What are each of your jobs, Tim? What's your job?
Who asked that?
Autobotto.
So you're new, aren't you? I am the king. I wear the crown.
Autobotto 12.
Thomas. Okay, so I don't really know what I do,
Tim is
but
he's the king and he wears a crown.
yeah.
Okay.
Thomas is now, as of Monday,
Yep.
community support.
Congratulations to Thomas. It's wonderful. Wonderful.
specialist.
I'm very happy to have you.
So Thomas's job will be to support the games post-launch, specifically Spider-Man, which is coming very soon. So if you have an issue, we hope you don't, but let's say you do, Thomas will be the person you talk to, not directly, via email. Sean, on the other hand, is Chief Technology Officer.
There were bridges, weren't there? And tunnels.
So Sean's job is to tell IT what to do when they're not
I don't
working.
even think I'm still in the village.
Right, Jason?
I'm ignoring that.
Anyway, yeah, Sean. How long you been in Insomniac? Like 17 years or something?
15 years.
15 years.
Yeah. 1-5. I just provide color commentary on streams, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
We've invested a lot into streaming.
Sean or Sean? It's Sean. It's the second one.
What's that?
How you spell your name?
It is the second
Which
one.
certs do you recommend are must-haves in it? Which certs?
For making games? By certs, do you mean like degrees?
There we go.
I don't. It depends on what you're doing.
Yeah, depends on
If
what
you're a
doing.
programmer, you want CS.
Comp Sci.
If you're
Comp Sci bachelor's like 4-year degree is kind of the gold standard for engineering.
there you go. If you're a writer, you need to have a writing background. If you're an artist, you got to have art school.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to, but you got to have a good portfolio.
I mean, generally speaking, artists are going to have a bachelor's. Almost everybody, I think. What's your degree in? Nobody knows.
My actual degree is
Yeah.
computer graphics technology.
That's really okay.
with a minor in crap. What was my minor?
That's really different.
No, my specialization was interactive multimedia development. I'm trying to remember what my minor was. Computer technology. That's what it was.
Isn't that like the same as your major almost?
I was computer graphics technology versus computer technology. Computer technology was more like CS. or
Okay.
like IT stuff.
Okay.
And then computer graphics was more art/programming for interactive multimedia, which was my specialization.
Yeah, I think those are good. It really depends on what you do, but if you look it up somewhere, you can see some good advice on it. I think just about everybody.
Cert
Has-
as an IT.
Oh, IT certs.
Does Jason even have any IT certs?
I think that he went to.
Like, you mean Microsoft / I don't know. What else you get
Do you mean like
certified
a domain root certificate or?
in? SSLs?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Promise.
But
I'm gonna eat. I gotta stop.
they had the city.
I don't think they'll blow anything else.
You're eating a lot of M&Ms.
Why?
It depends. I think here we
Jason, what kind of certs do we need?
You offer.
Do we recommend?
Brothers, I'll look out for.
What kind of certs did you get?
They'll look out for each other.
Well, Jason served in the military. I wonder
Is
if
he
he got
over
his
there?
training there. I don't think he's over there, or he's not responding to us.
He's probably got
But-
headphones on.
Oh, you know, that is a good question for Jason, and he's ignoring us. I don't have a great answer.
I have a master's in memes. That only works if you're Thomas, and he got lucky. But he didn't get very good grades in memes class.
Memology.
I
What
want
are
to do
what are
games
those
programming, but I don't want to go to university. I'd rather go to apprenticeship path. I don't know. I guess.
I
Aren't you going to need to have a lot of experience then at that point, or?
Yeah, for engineering that would be pretty uncommon.
Has Sean ever seen Shaun the Sheep?
I haven't. I've seen Shaun of the Dead.
Wow. And you are just beating that guy down.
He attacked me.
He called you Timothy, didn't he?
He did.
What programming language should I go for? I think C# is a great introductory language to use. I would recommend it over starting in C++.
I look like I'm wearing a propane tank on my head.
Fight I've won since primary school.
Aren't you?
Actually, I think it's the first fight I've been.
Can I
to
shoot
since
it?
primary
Here, ready?
No. I am a downer.
How long is the story in Spider-Man?
Long. Definitely long. Will Spider-Man have 2K resolution option? I don't think so. I think it's just 4K. I think if you're playing on Pro and you have a 4K TV, I think it just makes it 4K.
Yeah.
And if you're not on a 4K TV, I think it just makes it 1080. I don't think most TVs support 2K. I think that's more of a monitor thing. So if you're playing on a monitor, I don't know what it's gonna do, honestly. But TVs don't. Do you know any TVs that support 2K?
I've never heard of that in
You're
my
either
life.
1080 or you're 4K.
Yeah.
Monitors, you can do whatever you want because I have a 2K monitor at home and I love it. But
Yeah.
Brian told me that the Boss Baby would be in the game. Can you guys confirm?
This game? He might be in that cabinet.
Is
I
that a
hope
carrot?
so.
Did you just pick up a carrot?
A rotten carrot.
Are you?
That would be a hell of an Easter egg if you could. Can I curse on this? Is hell a curse word?
It's fine. It's fine.
No.
Okay.
And yes.
TVs support 2K.
I should always ask before.
I've
I
never
curse.
seen a TV that you can change the resolution on. It always just scales to the resolution of the input device. Therefore, let's say you plug in a PC to a TV and it has 2K resolution. That it could do. I don't know if you can do that with a PlayStation 4. Maybe you can. Maybe I'm wrong. Is Carnage and Spider-Man? We said no symbiotes.
Answering the programming question, yes. If you go for C#, it will provide a nice solid foundation. Then when you move into C++, you'll see that there are a lot of commonalities. I think it's a better way to do it.
Brilliant.
I mean, they are very similar languages.
Station. If I can get to the train station, I can just follow the old
Well, it
rail
feels
tunnel all the way
similar.
to the bridge.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
It was a map.
didn't read the first comment.
I suppose back in those days we could remember where things were.
I need to find a weapon. There's a dead person.
Yes, 2K, but what I'm telling you is PCs can handle 2K. The actual PS4 Pro can't select 2K output, so it doesn't matter what you're playing on. That would have to come from the system. The PlayStation system level would have to allow the option to select 2K as an output. Unless you're doing something very illegal and playing it on PC, in which case, please don't do that. Do any of you play Fortnite after work? No, I do not. Do you?
I don't. No.
We
You
both
used to
like
play PUBG.
No. I did. Yeah.
You just never converted.
We basically live in the land of
That's okay
Fortnite,
because
so-
everyone else did, Thomas.
I have a friend
Well, everyone
who,
else plays Fortnite too, so.
who tries a lot to get me to play it. I just haven't. There's so much other stuff in my queue to play.
Yeah.
We can hear the servers from over at Epic. When you walk outside, you hear them.
Why are you over at Epic?
Percy told me about this.
I'm not. over
Vandalism.
When you walk outside.
Vandalism.
No.
It's the only answer.
I'm just looking to see if
Toilet
there's-
paper in the trees.
Well, they don't do toilet paper over there. They just use dollar bills.
Toilet paper in the Ferrari. You're just
They-
you're just throwing money in the trees.
They just have dollar bills that come out the windows.
I thought they used the 3 shells.
I'm just joking, but they do make a lot of money now off that game. I mean, obviously.
How'd your interview go at Epic, Tim?
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna spoil it. They already said I'm getting a job at Naughty Dog, but I'm like, that would require me to go back to California.
Look,
Yes, it would.
I really need this.
That ain't gonna happen. Good luck getting an emulator of PS4.
This ought to be pretty clean.
Arnie's still at Naughty Dog. You must be, right?
Like it with
Yeah.
joy.
They don't need you, Tim.
Well, they have multiple community people there.
Yeah, they do. I think Arnie was the first.
Yes, he's the James Stevenson of.
He is.
Naughty
That
Dog.
is true. He's the James Stevenson of Naughty Dog, or James Stevenson is the Arnie of.
That's right.
Insomniac.
That's right.
Anxious to get back
That's
onto
right.
the
I don't
bridge.
remember. I don't know who was first.
Well, I live in the parade.
I have no idea.
You won't get past that door. Not without one of them disposable electrical cars.
I didn't get the Naughty Dog job. No, actually, funny story. I did apply to Naughty Dog.
I
first.
didn't either. In 2003, I did not. Either.
I still have an email in my inbox that shows how they denied me.
Huh.
Go back home.
Were they like?
No, they didn't deny me. They just said they would get back to me. It wasn't like a denial letter. It was more of a we're still evaluating all candidates.
It's
and
like
we'll get
being
back to you.
being waitlisted for college.
No.
I got one of those letters from a certain school. It was pretty.
It went
depressing.
Naughty Dog, id, but id didn't actually respond, and that's because, and this is what I'm telling myself, I realized after I applied that's when they were getting bought by Bethesda.
Yeah.
So the id job site was not the Bethesda job site, so
Right.
I was on the wrong site,
Yeah.
and so like they were all out of date. So I saw web developer, I was like, oh, id, I love id, and then nothing. So my third option was Insomniac. So
You've got some funny taste.
no, it wasn't my third option. It was
Come on.
I applied to them all at the same time. It wasn't like I was like, I'm gonna go this one and then I'm gonna go this one.
Boss Baby. There's a lot of Boss Baby in here.
Yeah, apparently that's a popular meme.
Oh, is that a thing? It's a meme.
I think.
Well, Boss
I
Baby
think-
is a popular movie.
Yeah,
and
my
TV show on Netflix.
My kids like it.
I would guess that Corey doesn't like it, so it became a thing.
Yeah, that's what happened.
There's
So-
no way that Corey likes
so-
Boss Baby.
so-
Corey almost dislikes everything. He's definitely not going to like Boss Baby.
Yeah, Corey only likes Terminator.
He probably didn't like Coco. He does
only
like
likes
Terminator.
Terminator.
Does he like Lethal
and
Weapon?
Miami Vice.
What about
Miami
Predator?
Vice.
I thought he likes Lethal Weapon.
I don't know if he likes Lethal Weapon. I know he's a huge Miami Vice fan.
I'd like to hear why he didn't like
Huge
Lethal
Terminator
Weapon.
2 fan.
Does he like Miami Vice the movie?
He likes the TV show. I don't believe he likes.
There's
the movie.
no way he likes the
No,
movie.
there's no way.
He plays the guitar.
Yeah, he does.
like an angel.
No, he does play the guitar.
Of death.
Hey, chatters, full mooners, ask Corey to bring his guitar on and play for you guys.
Yeah, he's it's ridiculous. He's fantastic.
That sounds like a good time. Like, for real.
Yeah. No, he's a talented dude.
Arnie left for Activision? Really?
No, he did.
That's what they're saying. Scott Lowe, Arnie, and
Yeah, he's saying
Eric.
Eric
Did
wanted-
not. Eric works for Marvel Games. Trust me, because we work with him every day.
Heavens alive.
I don't know about Scott and Arnie. I thought Arnie was still at Naughty Dog, but maybe not.
Definitely Apple for me. Android for Tim.
Android, 110% Android for me.
Were they asking about phone?
Are there going to be
Apple,
any
yeah.
other trailers or gameplay for Spider-Man?
Well, by maybe. How's that? I mean, I don't know because you know at some point before launch or at launch, somewhere around launch, there's going to be reviews, and usually during reviews people capture footage, so maybe. How's that?
Yep, that's good.
Big Wheel and Boss Baby reveal. They love talking Big Wheel. They also love talking Knack, which is banned on our Discord now, and it will be banned on Twitch
Why?
because they know we like. It's just a thing. They like to ask why we don't play Knack.
A little too much. A little too much.
Yeah, a little like all the time. And Remaster Resistance isn't on right now. Surprisingly, this is weird because he's usually in every stream, and he brings it up all the time. Knack 2 is the greatest game of all time. And I said, well, I refuse to play Knack on stream.
Oh, they wanted us to play it on the stream.
No, they just jokingly want us to play it.
That's yeah. Okay.
I mean, nothing against the people who made Knack. Don't get me wrong. It's just not my kind of game.
Knack was fun.
It is really banned on Discord, yes, and it will be banned on Twitch
Wow.
after the stream.
I guess I have to take that elevator.
The actions of a few have spoiled it for the many. The no happy few. That's what we should call them.
Let's see.
I like that.
Arnie and Scott are still at Naughty Dog. Eric originally left Naughty Dog for Activision, didn't he? Yes, he did. He went to Call of Duty stuff. Okay, that makes sense. Arnie and Scott are still at Naughty Dog. Eric is now at Marvel Games. Yes, Eric, if you go to his Twitter, you'll see he talks about Spider-Man all the time because we work with him on Spider-Man.
Usually puts up a decent fight.
What do you mean, Eric?
What do you mean?
It's not Arnie.
Some way I could be more
Yeah, Eric.
useful to you.
I said Eric, didn't I?
No, you said Arnie.
I don't know.
It's okay though.
Can you jiggle?
Oh no, I made a
Lovely
meme of
poem.
Lil Knack where I merged Lil Mac from Punch Out and Knack, and you call him Lil Knack.
Fast.
Well, you could post that, but don't use the word Knack, or else it'll get flagged. So where are we at, Thomas? I have not been paying attention. I'm sorry.
Is that like a young Rob Halford from Judas Priest back there?
I think so. Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Are
Wouldn't
you
it?
breaking the law?
Well, there is no law, but we're.
You don't get it, do you?
I do. These guys are mad at me.
It's because you were breaking the law. Breaking the law.
What did we sing? Oh,
Was the law you
Ama-
broke? Was it Living After Midnight?
remember the Amazing Save song?
Yeah, I think about that often.
Speaking of amazing saves,
Yes,
stay tuned.
that really is building excitement. More at 11. More tonight.
More
in our next segment.
That's the worst. When you watch the news and they're like, "Are your children being poisoned?" Find out.
Yeah.
At 11.
Chances are they're not.
The world is going to end. Find out more at 11. Use the word snack instead of K-nack. Jack, listen to me. Don't make me bring up. Don't make me bring up your message. I will put it on screen if you keep acting like that. He called North Carolina. What did he call us?
A pale imitation of Burbank.
It wasn't a pale imitation.
That's a weird.
Something like that.
It's completely different. Man.
No. Here, I'm gonna open it up.
It was something like that.
It's on the. It's not on this view. It's not on this stage, so I can't do it while the game is playing.
Downgrade, maybe is the word used.
He called it. Crap. Now I want to look at it, but I can't because it'll change the screen. And so.
Ooh, that's a good question. What other movie franchises would you like to make a game out of?
Hold on a second. Before that one, try the new satellite studio of Naughty Dog that Sony is
I was thinking like Mac and Me would be pretty cool.
Mac and Me.
Yeah. Remember that horrible ET game? I wonder if you could make a more horrible Mac and Me game for the Atari 2600.
What about?
Get
what
Paul Rudd
about-
to voice it.
Would have to be.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Imagine a Captain America game by Naughty Dog. I bet that would be pretty darn cool.
That would be cool.
I think
That would be
any
pretty
game
cool.
by Naughty Dog would be cool.
Yeah, well, there is that.
Yeah.
Another good movie game. How about Tango and Cash?
Stop when my mom will shoot.
Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. Yes, that's a good one.
Throw Mama from a
Throw
train.
Mama from the Train. Yeah.
Let's just
You
do all the
could play-
mom ones.
You could play as Danny DeVito's character or Billy Crystal's character.
A Spawn game by Sucker Punch. A Thor game by Santa Monica Studio.
A Spawn game by Sucker Punch. That's a funny one.
A Martian game based on the movie Martian. The
Ooh, that-
Martian or
that's-
Martian?
That sounds pretty cool.
What about Attack of Mars? Or was the
Attack on Mars Attacks? No.
Mars Attacks, yeah.
No, it was lame. It's weak.
What about
It's
a
almost
Dude Where's My
amazing.
Car video game?
I had to go and see that because my girlfriend at the time was a big Ashton Kutcher fan.
I think all girls at the time were big Ashton Kutcher
Yeah.
fans.
He's just totally a normal guy, you know, that just like came out of Iowa and now and I'm like, no, he was like a model or
And
something.
then he punks people.
Yeah, and then he punks people.
Ghosty Toasty Gaming. Thank you for the follow. That's amazing. Also, thank you to Skiowa.
They donate to your Kickstarter.
You should.
Okay.
What
is
about
it?
Boss Baby Insomniac Games? That would be cool. That would be amazing. Doing a Boss Baby video game.
about?
You know what we should do?
What do I think? What do I think of those rumors? We thought they were hilarious. What do you think?
Which rumors?
That Sucker Punch was making Spider-Man. I thought it was the greatest thing I ever saw because there was one person I remember in a NeoGAF thread that said, "I bet it's Insomniac," and everybody else was like, "No, it's Spider-Man. It's Sucker Punch. It's Sucker Punch," and we were like, "Ooh,
Yeah.
bullet dodged."
And I felt bad. Here's as a community person and social media person for Insomniac, I felt bad because I know damn well that the people at Sucker Punch really wanted to tell people that it wasn't them, but they couldn't. And they probably at the time, most people at Sucker Punch probably had no idea it was us either.
Right.
So I say most people, because probably like the top guys did.
But that's a funny question.
But, like-
How many criminals do you beat up in Spider-Man? I don't like to characterize people as criminals. I believe that people's behavior sometimes is criminal, but there are good people inside there, and I believe that you can rehabilitate them. So I'm going to say none.
You knock the bad out of them.
I'm going to say none. There are no criminals. They're just people that have done some bad things.
That's extremely insightful.
I
enjoy that.
I'm woke.
I think you.
I'm woke as.
I think you beat it out of them. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. How about Jason and Ted's Excellent VR talk?
Baby's Day Out, the video game.
What about crap, what's that Arnold movie?
Junior?
Junior, yeah. I was gonna say
Kindergarten Cop?
what's the other one with Danny DeVito?
Raw Deal?
Twins.
Twins. Yeah.
When you're twins, the magic just never ends.
I argued and said it was definitely Sucker Punch. Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Yeah. Successfully, apparently. Everybody
Apparently, you know what else was funny is when the guy, the credible source also claimed that Sunset 2 is definitely getting announced at E3.
I know. That was a huge surprise to us.
I was reading that. I'm like, this guy, the credible source who announced.
This credible source is dropping all kinds of bullshit right now.
He called Fallout 76, and then it's like definitely Sunset 2 at the Microsoft press conference. And anyway.
Yeah.
Obviously, that didn't.
You know
happen.
that shows you about credible sources.
Is they're not credible?
No.
Beat those women, Thomas. That's kind of harsh, Jack.
Yeah, I think that's out of bounds.
Some sort of vent.
Jack, I'm disappointed.
Loose.
You know we call the monkey Jack.
What's that?
What?
It's from Pirates of the Caribbean. Come on, guys.
I think was that from like Pirates 5 or something? Which
That was the first one.
Which no one has seen. I don't remember.
That was the good one?
I could see you
Yeah.
totally.
He said, "Come on, Jack," or he says something to Jack, and Jack says something, and he goes, "We call the monkey Jack," because the monkey was on his shoulder. Anyway.
I did not care for those movies except for the first one.
Yeah, you wouldn't either.
What is DMC? Is that Devil May
You
Cry 5?
seem like a non-fun blockbuster guy.
What?
You seem like you only like the artsy-fartsy movies.
No.
Yeah. The ones that make you think and wonder about your life.
Yeah, like The Matrix.
Give me Doom. I just want dumb, stupid popcorn
You
flips.
should watch Mission Impossible movies.
Is it a dumb, stupid popcorn flick?
No,
Yes.
it's brilliant. It's brilliant.
It's a brilliant,
seen
stupid
it?
popcorn
The
flick?
It's
one?
brilliantly executed and it makes
Yeah.
no sense. No one, have you seen it?
Yeah,
Can we
loved it.
spoil?
No.
Loved it.
It's
no,
early.
There's people, yeah, it's still in theaters. You
It's
can't.
early. It's an early thing and no one can make sense. I'm gonna ask you later and
Okay.
see if you can make sense because you can't.
Okay.
I've read so many synopses to it and there's one part of the movie that no one can answer.
I think I might know what you're talking about,
Hey, are
but
you
I'm
going
not
to
sure.
play the game or what?
Well, we'll talk about Mission Impossible. It's very important.
It is really good. I mean,
It is so good.
It is
I've-
so good and so nonsensical.
I believe you.
There were like 50 different factions in the movie. It's like it's incredible.
It's definitely one you want to see in the theater.
So Thomas is
Yeah.
Dr. Phil. So Spider-Man is Dr. Phil, basically, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Never any story in the video game.
You're running into Rob Halford of Judas Priest in the bathroom and then beating him.
Yeah.
That's pretty grim.
Some would call that abusive.
For knocking down my
I think it's
boxing
definitely
nursery.
abuse.
I'm
was
going to
gonna kill
message
me.
Brian later and tell him to put Boss Baby in the game. Good luck with that. He's on vacation. Who's working on Spyro Ignited trilogy? Bob. The Toys for. Toys for Bob. I was going to say Bob's working on it. Yeah. Good old Bob. No, Toys for Bob is doing it. And it looks awesome so far. I'm excited to check it out. Fast and Furious basically ticks all the boxes.
Don't question it.
I liked most of the Fast and Furious. I did not like the second one was
Ooh, I really didn't like the second one or the third
yeah.
one.
Well, the Tokyo Drift, that was the third one, right?
Yeah.
I didn't care
I
for
could-
that one. And then so one, and then when they started bringing like 5, 6, 7, like when they started bringing all of the stuff that was cool about one back.
Specifically Vin Diesel.
Remind me, what was that stuff?
Vin Diesel.
Like there's just the ridiculous stunts and cars and Vin Diesel and yeah, Vin Diesel.
You like Vin Diesel a lot?
I don't hate Vin Diesel.
Vin
I think
Diesel,
you kind of like him.
Vin Diesel and The Rock in the same movie is great.
The Rock, I'll go with. I'm into The Rock.
Vin
Not as
Diesel
into Vin.
I
It's
didn't
like a
mind Paul
guilty
Walker
pleasure
either.
for
I
me.
mean, obviously
Like I feel
he's
like
not
I
around
shouldn't.
anymore, but
I feel like I
why
shouldn't.
why
like him.
shouldn't you like him though?
But I
Just
like
because
him.
he's an action hero?
Is you know.
Jim
I mean,
Jarmusch is a guilty pleasure
I
for
think
me.
we need
That's
to get
how that's
past-
how indie I am.
I think we need to get
Vim-
past
Vim
the point
Wenders.
where it's bad to like somebody just because they're an action star.
Well, that's not what
Like-
I'm saying. I'm saying like his, his range of acting isn't that.
So
Yeah.
what? There's
that
plenty
great.
of great actors that only play one role.
I like Sean Connery, but you He did win an Oscar for basically playing himself.
Yeah.
What did he win an Oscar for?
The Untouchables.
Oh,
Jason
yeah.
Statham. There you go. That's another one. Awesome.
If they
I love
bring
that
a
guy.
knife, you bring a gun.
The
Chicago way. I love
transporter.
that movie.
The transporter 1 and 2, and how many are there now? There was like a prequel one.
I think there's 4.
I don't count that last one.
Oh, there's that one with the other guy. I don't know.
The one with the other guy.
Yeah, there's the prequel one he's talking about.
Are you still talking about Fast and the Furious?
No, we're talking about Jason Statham.
The transporter. Yeah, there was the one with the
Oh,
other
God.
guy. It was like the prequel one or something, or it was like the one that nobody talks about.
Was that
the one? The third one where he jumps the car into the train, or the one where he does a flip with the car and takes the bomb off because there's a crane with a hook, and he does a flip and it clips the bomb off the bottom of the car.
That's all the third one, I think.
Is it the third one or the second one? I thought
it was.
I only watch
Oh, it's
train
so good.
movies if they involve throwing mamas.
No, this is the transporter,
I'm
not the
gonna-
transporter.
I'm not going to watch the transporter.
You don't watch Under Siege 2? Love that
Was
movie.
Erica Eleniak in that by chance?
I don't know who that is.
I
don't
believe she
know.
might have been. I believe that was Erica Eleniak. And no, I've
Let
never
me Google
seen
it. Let me Google it.
I've never
Erica?
seen it. Will we stream Spider-Man on the Thursday before release? I don't know.
Leniak or Lindbeck?
Eleniak.
Elen?
I think that she was on Baywatch.
Eleniak? Oh, that one.
Yeah.
I know. Okay. Yes. I know who you're talking about. I
We
spelled
should
that wrong.
stream God of War. God of War is fantastic.
We did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, James has been doing that. They've played it a few times in Burbank. I know what you're talking. I know who you're talking about now, and I'm trying to remember if
Who is the
Give that chap his medals and he'll give me the
Steven
car
Seagal's
and
love
the
interest in
bridge.
Under Siege 2?
Right. Now I just need that power
That
cell.
poor hostage of a person. That poor person.
Steven Seagal is that one action hero that I'm just like, what? How did that happen?
Okay, here it is. Erica was in. I know what you're talking about. She was in that one movie. Damn, they changed IMDb. It's like impossible to actually find information now. She was in Under Siege.
She was in Under Siege.
Yeah, but not 2.
Oh, she wasn't in 2.
Well, maybe she was. Let me find out. Again, IMDb's terrible. So
That took place on a boat, right?
she's gonna be
One.
she's the new Marilyn Monroe
Huh.
in the new Marilyn Monroe movie.
Look at that.
One was on a boat, 2 was on a train.
Let's see. Dracula. What's the movie I'm thinking of that she was in? Snowbound.
I'll say
there it
yeah
is.
to Dracula.
Final Voyage. Love Stinks.
Probably wasn't.
I've
That was
seen,
probably
I've
Sadie-
seen none of
Sadie
these
Frost.
movies. She wasn't in much. Chasers. Beverly Hillbillies.
Ooh, thank you for buying the digital deluxe.
Yeah, she was in none of. She was only in Under Siege. That was it. Nothing else. Okay. Anyway, back to the chat. Can Sean replace Lauren on the stream trio, please?
No
Aw.
one can replace Lauren. She's
Wow,
irreplaceable.
that's Lauren. Did you hear that? You want to be replaced by Sean, or Jack wants you. Your biggest fan wants you replaced. Isn't the Meg actually panning out to be a decent popcorn
You
flip?
know what? I might actually need Lauren to replace me. So I gotta go.
Well, you can go, but she's not here today.
Well, that's funny.
Yeah.
Oi.
I've been spotted.
I don't know. I don't know if the Meg is going to be panning out to be good or not. It seems like it's just a bigger, bolder.
I've heard it's decent.
What's the one by Asylum that I was talking about the other day?
Piranha?
Giant shark versus
Oh.
mega octopus or whatever.
Right.
Have
Shark.
you seen that?
I have not. I know of it.
They're flying in the airliner, and the guy looks out the window, and the shark comes up and bites the airliner out of the sky.
Sounds about right.
I have got something special to share with you. You're a lucky guy. Do you know? You probably do.
Mhm.
You spent a lot of time on the internet and on Reddit. That Steven Seagal did a movie with Mike Tyson.
I did not know that.
That is a
What
true
movie?
story.
What movie?
That sounds like a gem.
I mean, it was probably called like
What's IMDb? it?
Hard Blast or something like that, or Explosive Force.
Explosive.
And what?
Explosive.
It's a Chinese movie, and apparently they're only in like the first 10 minutes of it. But it's
Steven Seagal.
What is
By
it
the way,
called?
he looks terrible now.
he wasn't a lot to look at when he was young either.
No, but at least he didn't look
Kinda
like he looks like the dude. I mean, come on, look at this now. He looks like the dude that you.
Well, I think that's
He looks like a
right,
caricature of
Johnny.
himself, basically.
Do you remember? Did y'all ever see when he was like saying that he?
What
had-
is the movie
He
called?
taught Anderson Silva the front kick. you remember that?
No. I love it though.
Anderson Silva knocked out a guy with a front kick, and he was
China
like, "Yeah, I
sa-
told him that."
China Salesman.
China Salesman. That's what it is.
That's from
Look this up.
2017.
China
It's a new
Salesman. Starring Steven Seagal, Mike Tyson.
John, a young Chinese IT engineer
Yes.
who volunteers to go to North Africa to help the company he works for win a competition. The winner can own the right to control the communication between North and South.
Yes.
Of what? North and South Africa?
Some fictional country.
French spy Michael works for the West. Wait a minute. So you control North and South, but he works for the West.
No, like the West with a capital W.
Yeah.
It is very much. It is very. The Westerners are the bad people in it. They're like some nasty,
His boss
conniving
ordered him to
Europeans.
go to North Africa and win the competition. And they control great mineral resources of Africa. He hired the best mercenary in Africa. I'm guessing that's Mike
Ooh.
Tyson.
Why do you assume that?
I'm just guessing. Because it seems like a very straightforward movie.
Does it?
Yes.
A telecommunications specialist. How do we get our start in the industry? Well,
Okay, so-
Thomas started off in QA.
So who's
and
the-
he was very plucky and volunteered for a lot of community things. And now, as of yesterday, he is part of our community team.
Indeed.
Anyway, that sounds terrible, that plot, by the way. I'm not surprised.
I mean, that was the era where they're just throwing Steven Seagal with.
No, this is
2017,
2017. This is
Thomas.
last year,
Oh
dude.
my goodness.
Yeah.
This is not the era of anything.
Yeah, this is like old. This is old Seagal and old
The
Tyson.
era when Steven Seagal was being thrown at everything was when Tyson was in prison.
Steven Seagal's like, I'm gonna get you. And then Mike Tyson's like, I'm gonna get you too. No, I'm gonna get you. It's probably amazing.
That's the best Mike Tyson impression.
How do you get your start in the industry, Tim?
I applied
But you
and I got hired.
What did you do before you worked for an agency?
No, yeah, I worked for a creative
Worked for an
services agency, and I did multimedia development, mostly web development, but sometimes we did training DVDs and CDs and stuff, and kiosks.
Which is what you did here. You started
I got hired as a web developer.
right.
Yes. So I got lucky.
And I started as a junior engine programmer.
A junior engine. They were called junior back then?
17 years
They weren't
ago.
called associates?
No, I was junior. I was junior. How many times did you play the same level in QA? Billions.
Well,
I
it
mean,
depends on the
yeah.
game.
Yeah, it's horrible.
It depends on the game, and it's really not quantifiable.
I mean, sometimes in one day you could play not even the full level. It's you could play like one section of one level
Right.
hundreds of times.
Or sometimes you could be playing through the full game multiple times in the day.
Yeah,
or-
and in which case you're not really playing the game. You're just blowing through it, trying to break it.
Right.
In Soviet Russia, games play you. It's true.
We happy few Arkham Mike-and-Ikes. I don't get it. Let's get a recap of what's happened, Thomas, because I literally have not watched anything.
Basically, we got out of the where we were, where they wanted us to take the happy pills, and now we're in the downer area, which is like the slums where nobody's on happy pills.
That is
So
my.
there are other people not on happy pills?
Yeah, all these
And do they
people.
still beat you up?
No, all these people.
Are your
so
friends?
so these people will get mad
Do
at
they
you,
like you?
because you have nice clothes on.
I think this is a resistance level.
Oh man, you can't win.
I think there are
right?
some like.
Right.
Couldn't
So
you see like a Chimeran dropship coming in and like,
Yeah.
or a stalker coming over?
Yeah,
I
or
think
like
I do. I think this is like level 11.
so you don't take the pills and everyone hates you. You go to the crappy area and you wear nice clothes.
Right. So they're about to introduce. Spoilers. I mean, it's about to happen, but
Don't ruin it.
okay.
Are you a tourist? You dressed like one.
Slumming,
Boy.
are we? Must be nice to
Slumming,
have
aren't we?
visits.
Oh, that's British. That's right.
Yeah. Do you wanna get
Over here.
does that?
Oh, I can't do a British accent.
Sounds like an old racist guy in Mississippi, or honestly,
No.
like a young one. I don't know.
God, you're new here, aren't you?
Why is she
From the
echoing?
parade?
Because she's in a cathedral.
Mm-hmm.
How could you tell?
She looks like she's got a beehive head,
Yes.
almost. They
I'll
got
tell you
chopped.
how to
It's a
survive
hairstyle,
your
man. It's a
next time.
mid-century game.
It's definitely like
That's outrageous.
like 60s style through a lot of stuff.
Do speedrunners get hired for QA
Because
jobs?
that suit you're
I
wearing
don't know.
reminds me
Maybe,
of
if they
all the
want, if they
bloody
apply.
holiday
My experience with
celebrations
speedrunners is they don't want you to
thrown
fix
around
any
the
bugs.
village.
No, they want to break the game and they want to keep it that way.
Right. Yeah, that's not good QA behavior.
I don't see why they couldn't. I mean,
Yeah, they could. That's what I'm saying. If they applied and they were,
Well, they'll rep you to
why wouldn't they? Why shouldn't they? I don't think we have any speedrunners here.
But
I think
Yeah, it's like
by
the
virtue of
lads
making the
will
game,
unite
you learn all the
people get a
how to blow through it really fast.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think being a speedrunner is extremely relevant.
It's not, because you can debug to anywhere when you're
like experience.
Yeah.
Right. Although, you know, it does show some familiarity with games and how they're built.
Exactly,
So-
and I'm sure see, here's the thing about speedrunning. It's like one guy or girl, right? One person had to figure out the loophole, or one group of people had to figure out the loophole to start, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then a lot of them don't necessarily figure it out on their own. They look at what the loopholes are. They practice it until they're really, really good at it. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it would depend on the type of speed. Are you the type that wants to be the first to figure out all the loopholes, or are you the type that just wants to master the techniques and you're just really good at it?
It's also weird because like speedrunners are playing on shipped games.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it's a totally different thing.
Jack said stop with the stereotype, and yet he was the one who said we're playing UK the game, or what did he call it? What did you call it, Jack? I said we're playing Rehab UQ, and he said, "Oh, great, UK simulator or something like that."
I think being like a really productive alpha or beta tester would be a little more relevant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
Oven
Speedrun,
Donkey
I agree.
was hired by Naughty Dog after tearing Uncharted 1, 2, 3 apart. He worked for Uncharted 4 and moved on to Sony. Well, again, that probably had nothing to do with the fact that he only knew how to speedrun the game. It probably helped that he was his attention to detail, his eye for bugs, all that stuff.
I gotta go.
All right.
Smell ya.
Thanks for joining us.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Let's talk about Fallout later.
How's the game, fellas? I don't know. I honestly have been chatting this whole time and I haven't actually paid attention. It seems very... Thomas has caught me up a little bit.
I enjoy the story and the world quite a bit. I think...
Who was the lady?
Which lady? The lady we were talking to?
Mm-hmm.
She was just somebody who's helping us out and she taught us how to tear up our suit to create a torn suit. So now we can blend in with the other downers.
She had to teach you how to rip your suit.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Come
So I mean that's kind of touching on like I guess a criticism. I enjoy the world a lot. I think some of the gameplay could be a little more in depth or interesting. I don't know exactly how to put it, but yeah, I enjoy it. I am not head over heels about it.
Mm-hmm.
I think depending on where the story goes will really determine
If you're good or not.
my final kind of impression, I guess. I'm in it for the story, is what I'm saying.
I'm in it to win it.
My
He was
fault.
approached by Naughty Dog. Well, again, I guess what I'm trying to say is it was the attention to the details of the bugs versus the fact that he was just a speedrunner, is what I'm trying to say. There's a lot more to it than just, oh, can you speedrun our game? I don't know. I don't know how to describe that.
And I don't like. I think it's I might be missing some of it, but it's not like we would seek out speedrunners.
No, we wouldn't. But
Right.
we wouldn't not. That would be something to put on your resume, sure.
Yes, exactly.
But we wouldn't go out of our way to find a speedrunner.
Right.
Because
A speedrunner would need to apply, and then they would need to make the case for themselves.
yeah,
Right.
they would be up against everyone else.
Good Percy, you're rubbish at lying.
I was a good liar today,
Who did you lie to?
Mrs. Boyle.
For me, I was
Here?
Her face
like
turned red.
I would volunteer to play games early in development and like alpha testing or even pre-alpha testing, and then I was really productive and I got to know developers and they gave me good recommendations, and then I used that to get into the industry. That was my path.
Bloody hell.
Jack finished The
What
Witcher 3
exactly did he
yesterday
say?
with the starting armor. I hope you upgraded it at least. Did you not upgrade it at all?
That's very bad.
No, Alfred.
Did you play on
brilliant.
easy,
Why is
medium,
it brilliant?
hard?
She won't make me be in trouble because I'm slow.
That's weird. My foot popped in.
You didn't.
No,
have
never
to
mind.
do that.
She told me not to do it.
Careful. I think it's banned on Twitch.
I promised I would.
Like for real.
What?
Thank
Feet.
you.
This is a shoe.
I know.
It's not feet.
I
I
know.
love you too.
Ban me, Twitch, for having my shoe. Death March, hopefully. Mafia 3. I remember thinking I wanted to play Mafia 3, but then I never did. I'm really into Mafia, but more so like La Cosa Nostra than general Mafia.
You're not talking about video games? You're just talking about
I'm talking about the
gangs?
topic in general.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoy the Mafia, the history of the Italian Mafia and the La Cosa Nostra, that kind of stuff. I don't just want a gangster game, I guess is what I'm saying. I like I'm not even talking about like works of fiction right now. I'm just talking about like history.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I like 40s, 30s mafia stuff.
Tommy guns.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I mean, then we go comic books like Dick Tracy. Oh man, when I was little, I was so big on Dick Tracy. Dick Tracy and Ninja Turtles.
I know what went on in regards to how races were treated, but it was really heavy. We're talking about Mafia. Oh yeah, was it uncomfortable? I see what you're saying.
Talking about Mafia 3.
Yeah.
Mafia 3 was...
I didn't play it, so I don't know.
I mean, it was gorgeous looking. Some parts of the narrative were really great. It just was a bit repetitive. And, like, the narrative wasn't that great. It was storytelling was, and production values were really, really awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't very surprising, I guess. The first Mafia game, though, I love that game.
You act like I haven't not been to Chicago. I have been to Union Station. I've also been to Grand Central Station. But yes, the scene from The Untouchables. With the baby carriage.
Mm-hmm. It's an iconic scene. Who
Yeah.
is the guy
I
who's
actually
like
took a bus out of Union Station.
who's the guy who's like the ace shooter in that?
Who's the guy? Like the actor?
Yeah, who is that?
Oh,
Is that
it's
Andy Garcia?
yes.
Oh, okay. Do you like The Godfather? Since we're on Mafia right now.
Yes, I love The Godfather.
Okay.
I love The Godfather too.
And then you were talking about
Goodfellas is my favorite movie of all time.
really.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Goodfellas. I mean, I like it, but I wouldn't like. I think it's a little overhyped, I guess, in my personal opinion. But I like it quite a bit.
I don't know. That's like just the cinematography in that movie.
Yeah.
Everything about it is just so good. The music, like the editing. I don't know. I just love it. In fact, if you read my Twitter profile,
I can't read, Tim.
I always wanted to be a gangster.
Forgotten about the revolvers.
Hmm.
If I go through without taking my Jordans,
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a
unlike hell,
gangster.
it lets me out.
Get a trench coat and a fedora.
Oh dear.
Now you're stereotyping.
Let's talk about Mafia.
No, you wear tracksuits
Ah.
One
and
bridge
gold
down,
chains.
and I'm off to the train station.
Did you ever see the what was that movie about the Russian mob? It was really good.
Which one?
With Viggo Mortensen. Oh man. Not a history of violence. Does anybody in chat know what I'm talking about? Mafia movie about the
History of
Russian mob.
Violence was an interesting one.
I loved History of Violence.
Did you?
Yeah. I like movies that are paced kind of slow. Not too slow, but then just like explode. Like History of Violence.
Hang them, isn't it?
Like into like action or whatever intensity.
Station. Tried to burn the register, so the Germans.
So outside of Spider-Man, what games are you looking to this?
We didn't want the Germans to be.
Oh, we already answered that.
It
were so scared.
Yeah, looking forward to RDR2.
So we hanged them.
A lot.
To encourage the others.
It's one of my newest type games ever.
I wonder if we
What else is coming out this fall?
Instead
I'm
of
trying to
bringing
think.
them down to the station singing London Bridge, things would be different now.
I said, what else is coming out this fall? I mean, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, I didn't finish the second one yet, so I don't know if I'm looking forward to it until I finish the second one. But it's going to be a good game, I'm sure.
I thought it looked pretty cool.
I think I'm going to basically be consumed by Red Dead Redemption.
Train station.
That's pretty much how my entire fall through Christmas, probably into coming back. I probably won't play any other game once Red Dead Redemption comes out for the rest of the year.
Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition. Those are the two big ones upcoming for me. And Spider-Man, obviously. It's the biggest one.
Yeah, I'll probably. What's going to happen is, for me, and I can already say it right now, what's going to happen. I'm going to try, but I don't think it's going to happen. I'll try to start God of War. Try to get through that. I'll play Spider-Man when it comes out a little bit. I mean, I've already played it, so I'll play it a little bit. And then once Red Dead comes out, I'm going to probably start that. But because how long it takes me to finish games, I will play that through our Christmas break, likely. And then maybe I'll finish it next year. But that's pretty much it. I don't know what else I would play. Rage 2's next year. Doom, we don't know when Doom is.
Fallout 76, right?
I'm not going to play that.
I might check it out. We'll see. What else is coming out this year?
I don't know. Give me some options. Doom Eternal looks freaking incredible.
There's a bunch
But
of
that's
huge
not
stuff.
this year, and I don't know if it's 2019 or not.
I'll probably play Tomb Raider.
I'll try to finish Rise of the Tomb Raider.
It's really good.
And if I do finish it before the end of the year, then maybe I'll play Shadow. But I'm just telling you right now, the amount of games I actually play at home, once Red Dead comes out, I don't think I'll play anything else for the rest of the year. I've already beat Spider-Man.
I can't imagine.
No, I haven't. I've purposely haven't beat the last third of the game, but I will beat the last third of the game before Red Dead comes out. Yes. What Western movies or TV shows do you guys recommend? There's so many good Westerns, but like modern ones or classic ones? Because like modern, let's start with modern.
310 to Yuma would be like a most modern, amazing one that I've seen.
The most modern, amazing one.
Yeah, like most recent. I mean, I know it's like now like 8 years old or something like that, but I think it would still hold up.
I'm trying to think. There was another one since then that was better, and I'm trying to remember what it was.
I mean, there was
TV shows I really liked.
Magnificent Seven. Is that maybe?
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
I didn't see
the
it.
remake. Magnificent Seven. Both of them are good.
310 to Yuma is also a remake. I'm talking about a remake.
I liked Hell on Wheels a lot. I liked what was the one with the female town?
Female town.
Lawless? Godless. Godless was pretty good. Yeah, it's about a town where all the men worked in the mine, and the mine blew up. So like, all that was left was basically the women and children.
Mm.
So it's not all female town, but it's mostly female town. And then this gang tries to take them over. That's like, it's a TV show though. It's a Netflix. I don't know if it's just Netflix or if it was somewhere else before Netflix. Bone Tomahawk.
I hear Bone Tomahawk's great, but I haven't seen it. That's a Kurt Russell movie. I've heard a lot about it. What's the other?
There's one I'm thinking of.
I think it's The Proposition or
True Grit. That's another good one.
True Grit was pretty good.
I
think 310 to Yuma is just such a good like popcorny western.
But anyway, Tombstone.
Tombstone's great.
Amazing.
Unforgiven,
obviously.
And then Clint Eastwood. Any Clint Eastwood western.
Django. If you count that as a western, it mostly is. It's the same. Hateful Eight. The Quick and the Dead.
A few dollars more.
Wyatt Earp.
Let's see.
There's another show I'm thinking of though.
Fistful of dollars, few dollars more. Good, Bad, and the Ugly.
So Godless was good. I liked Hell on Wheels a lot.
Did you say Justified yet?
Justified doesn't count. Does it count as a Western? Justified is my favorite TV show ever.
Right.
So
I mean, I think it counts. I mean, I know it's modern, but
Justified's amazing.
yeah.
Especially after the first season, it gets really good.
I think No Country for Old Men also counts.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I respected that for what it was. It's not my kind of movie though. It's too. You know, I don't really enjoy their movies that much.
Well, you said you liked the other one. What's it called? The Western. True Grit.
Yeah, I didn't say like I don't. I enjoyed No Country for Old Men. I'm just saying I do. It's one of those movies I saw once and I'm like, okay, I saw it once.
Do you not
It's
like?
good.
I'm gonna change subject, but do you not like Fargo or
Not really.
Oh Brother Where Art Thou? Oh, I love
No,
those movies.
they're just not my style, man. They're too
Yeah. Artsy fartsy.
artsy fartsy. Yeah.
Yeah,
There
I
you
hear
go.
you.
Anyway, do you have Netflix? Is the question. If you have Netflix, basically most of those we named are on there. Hell on Wheels is a great one to start with. It's like 7 seasons or something. A Godless is on Netflix. That's a good one to start with too. And then any of those movies. I know a lot of them were on Netflix at one point. You don't have Chill. Yeah, the Dollars Trilogy. The Spaghetti Western.
What's the dollar? What's the third one in dollars? It's a fistful of dollars, few dollars more.
Crap.
What's the third one?
Chat will know.
I should know.
There's a lot of things I should know that I forget about on stream.
Yeah. I hear you.
Westerns are so good though.
Yeah, I love westerns.
That's probably why I love Red Dead Redemption so much.
I'm so sorry.
Old Country for Old Men was a great film. Don't get me wrong. I'm not hating on the movie at all.
He's just saying he's not into it.
I'm just saying it's not my kind. Like I watched it and I thought it was great, but it's not a movie I'm going to go back and watch again.
You're a real meat and potatoes kind of guy. Like you like Doom and you like popcorn movies.
No, I just named off a ton of stuff that wasn't just meat and potatoes.
No, I'm just kidding.
I just the fact that there was no soundtrack, like I needed more. I don't know. I just needed I need some action and excitement, and it had a little bit of that, and the suspense was really built up by the fact that it had no music. But
you didn't like the end. I would bet.
I mean, I did not like it.
You don't
I'm
like
just
it?
saying it's
Anticlimax.
It's just one of those things where it was like, cool. Don't get me wrong. Sopranos ends on an anticlimax.
Mm-hmm.
It's still another one of my top TV shows.
Tim is not a man of culture.
I promise I'll go with him.
Apparently not.
I'm just kidding.
Justified, Sopranos.
I can't take care of him.
No, those are great. I'm just kidding. You have good taste. Except for about.
Justified. I would watch Justified all over again. I'm so sad that it can't. Speaking of Timothy Oliphant and westerns, did you hear they're actually going to do the Deadwood movie?
I did hear that. Deadwood is great, by the way.
Deadwood's freaking
Did we
incredible.
mention that?
Deadwood would have been my favorite show ever had it actually got a chance to end.
Right.
It just it just ended. The third season happened and it was just like, okay, what? It's over.
There Will Be Blood was a good western.
See, that came out at the same time as No Country for Old Men, right? It was
around
they were
there.
up for the same awards, I think.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. I believe it.
think.
I believe
And
it.
I
think you're
enjoyed
right.
that one more, but again, I enjoyed that one more. But it was still.
I agree. I agree with that. I enjoyed There Will Be Blood more than No Country for Old Men, for sure. I think the best Coen Brothers movie is either Fargo or Oh Brother Where Art Thou.
And again, I'm not saying the Coen Brothers are not great filmmakers.
Right.
It's just not my style, man. And there's a lot of people who feel that way, right? It's like you love them or you don't.
Yeah.
The Good, Bad, and the Ugly. That's.
There's been some
How
sort
did we not know that?
Wait, Good, Bad, and the Ugly is part of the Dollars trilogy?
Britannia Bridge.
Oh yeah, because it's all about the
How?
the nameless whatever he is. Yeah.
Oh, see what happens when you're on stream.
Yeah. I just forgot because Fistful of Dollars, $2 More are like titled like as it's an actual sequel. But Good and the Bad, the Ugly is a like
Jason
spiritual
grew up in the Wild West.
sequel, I guess. Oh, is it?
Speaking of Wild West,
Wiki
where
Wild
does
Wild
that
Wild
where does
Wild
that
West.
rank in your?
That's not. That's
What
off.
about Blazing Saddles?
That's off the charts. That is
It's
amazing.
amazing. Yes, that is amazing. I'm just saying, would you rank that up there with the westerns?
I think that's more of a comedy than a western, but I guess.
Okay, so since we ranked westerns, I guess you have to get ready for RDR too. But now we need to rank best mafia movies.
Okay. Best.
We're not rank, but name. We're not ranking them. We're just naming off the best ones.
So we already talked about Goodfellas. We already talked about.
Godfather
And-
1 and 2. Third one, not so
Yeah,
much.
not so much. And then what was the other one we're talking about? Untouchables.
Untouchables would probably be below those, in my opinion.
I would put Untouchables.
I'm not a big Kevin Costner guy.
I mean, I agree, except for the Untouchables.
Yeah,
I would.
That was one. If he was just a little bit better of an actor, that would have been up there.
I would.
I love the movie. I have it, and I watch it all the time. He brings that movie down, in my opinion.
I would put it on par with Goodfellas, in my opinion.
Oh,
But I know.
You need to leave. They're not even close. They're not even in the same room. Same golf course. They're not even in the same golf course. To use your par analogy. What about Casino?
Casino? I love it.
But where would you put it?
Oh.
Don't say on par with Goodfellas.
I would put it just below that, I guess. And then maybe I will put Untouchables below Goodfellas.
I would say.
And I would put
for,
Casino above.
For me, it goes
Untouchables.
Goodfellas, Godfather Part 2. Because, as everyone knows, that's one of the few movies where the sequel's better than the original.
Yeah.
Then probably Godfather. Of the ones we've named.
Can I put-
Casino, then maybe Untouchables.
Does-
No, maybe Casino and Untouchables probably interchangeable.
Does Heat belong?
Heat's a great one, but that's not like
Is that a
an
mafia
Italian,
movie?
That's not an Italian
Yeah.
mafia movie.
Yeah. Road to Perdition, really good. Tom Hanks. Did you ever see that one?
Yes. Sorry, I was reading the chat. Dances with Wolves. It's Dances with Wolves, isn't it? Not dancing. But I know what you're saying. Back to the Future Part 3.
Best Western. Ugh. That's not even like a good Back to the Future movie. Fight me.
No, it's not. It's like The Godfather 3.
Yeah.
It's like the throwaway one. Godfather 3 was just done so long after the first two. It just didn't need to get made, I guess.
What have we come to?
What other Italian mafia movies
Oh,
that
I mean,
I'm forgetting about?
But then there's other ones like, Scarface, which is obviously not Italian mafia, but like
Right.
Scarface is up there.
Gangster movie.
Gangster movies. Because then you
But
can
then-
start throwing in all the stuff.
Then it's like Heat and stuff, and The
Or-
Town,
Or
maybe.
like The Departed, which is like a
The
Irish
Departed.
mafia.
Yeah. The part is excellent. I have never seen the original though.
Isn't it a Japanese?
I
or-
believe it's Japanese. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't watch many Japanese movies, so that's why. In fact, a lot of those movies probably weren't even released in the U.S. when they first came out.
Infernal Affairs, I believe it's called.
Infernal or Internal?
Infernal.
That was Internal Affairs.
Internal Affairs is an American movie. Infernal Affairs is what became The Departed, I believe. I'm pretty sure I'm right. I could be
I'm
wrong.
not denying you. You know Scarface was a play off of another one, right?
I didn't, but that doesn't surprise me. Eternal Affairs was a really good movie.
Best trilogy of all time. I think I've already said this. That's a tough one though. But
It is a tough one.
But I would say
I'm tempted to say The Lord of the Rings for best trilogy of all time. Star Wars.
I would say Star Wars probably first. But I already said I put the Nolan Batman trilogy up there.
Yeah, that's another one.
I personally put that above Lord of the Rings because Lord of the Rings was just too long. There was just too much filler in there.
I think that third movie is great though, except for the very, very end. I think.
Well, you can nitpick all the individual movies. I'm just saying, as a
Right.
whole, I don't think there needed to be so much filler in those movies. I think they could have got to the point and still made great, awesome movies. They could have still been long movies.
Bloody hell.
I mean, I think.
That's all it
Yes, The Dark Knight Rises with that trilogy, it brings it together fine. And I don't hate The Dark Knight Rises. I think it's a good movie. I think it's not his best, obviously, but considering what he had to work with and how he still pulls the whole trilogy back together, to me, makes it a good, complete trilogy. It could have been better, yes. But all trilogies have their films that could have been better.
Ollie, no!
It's not like all three Star Wars are perfect. Uh-oh.
Ollie, it's all
What else is there?
Trying to think what else I would put up there
Didn't you see that before?
as a trilogy. Not just... Because there's some films that like are more than three or only two.
Artie.
You know?
Little Artie.
Like I wouldn't put Godfather as up there as a trilogy. I would put Godfather 1 and 2 up there.
I thought they took you away. No, they had my birthday wrong. What? Sorry. No, of course not. No, you've got it all wrong. That was
I don't know.
Jack
What else is
Turner.
there?
I'm trying to think. I'm drawing a blank. Like, what other. Name some trilogies. I can't even.
You came back from the station.
I mean, like, we can start going like Harry Potter, but.
That's not a trilogy.
I mean, there's three of them. There are more than three of them, but there's also
They
three
just
of them.
wanted to make sure we stay
Harry
quiet.
Potter is not a trilogy.
Spot of tea.
It has to be a trilogy. Although Star Wars technically is not a trilogy either anymore.
Right.
That's
So-
right, Margaret.
Exactly.
You have to run afterwards.
So then I guess I would put Dark Nolan Batman trilogy as my favorite.
I think
Going
Star
by
Wars
that-
counts.
I know, I'm just joking.
Captain America's had 3 movies.
But that's not a trilogy because it's part of the MCU, which is much larger. Nobody would ever say that these 3 movies are by
Take the
themselves.
train tracks to the bridge. Hey.
Specifically Civil War.
And they weren't written as like... we're
I
gonna
think Captain America, the first Captain America and second Captain America, you could just watch independently
Yeah,
from the
maybe.
MCU.
Maybe.
But
First
not
one wasn't that
not
good, though.
not Civil War. No, I like the first one.
Civil War was almost an Avengers movie.
Right.
Artie.
It pretty much
You
was.
remember Artie,
Yeah.
don't you? Room at the inn for young Artie.
I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy may be a trilogy at some point.
You're right.
That, to me,
You're always right.
those are the films you can pull out right now, as the MCU stands right now. You can rip those films out of it and watch them by themselves, and they're almost like standalone.
Margaret
Yeah.
thinks we could
I don't know where they're going to go with the third one or what's going to happen with the third
There's a
one,
warehouse
but
in the old German camp.
as of now, they have like really
The Victory
the first 2
Memorial Camp.
don't really have any
Where
ties
all
to the
those Home
MCU.
Army chaps run
The
around
Spider-Man
houses
Raimi
and
trilogy.
stabbing
Yeah,
people
but there's
with
that third one.
bayonets.
Yeah.
Uh,
There's that third one.
Yelling, "Here I am,
There's the original
Why are you going
X-Men
under the wire?"
trilogy, but
there's that third one. But man, X-Men 1 and 2 are so good. Especially specifically 2, really. I haven't seen them in a long time. I don't know.
what else? Nobody's naming any real trilogies here
And this
to
isn't
go on
going
here
to get
besides
me
Lord of the
killed.
Rings,
Don't be a great
and obviously we have
girl,
the
Flowers.
Dark Knight trilogy.
I'll meet you at the bunker.
What else is there?
Don't
Star Wars.
The Expendables trilogy.
But they're making a 4th, or didn't they make a 4th already?
I don't
I think
know.
they did.
Probably.
Transporter
Shall I
trilogy.
just show
Yeah.
myself, Ellie? Ollie?
I didn't even like Transporter 1 that much. It was
I
kind of.
just
It
like,
had
I
like.
just like Jason Statham fighting. That's all.
It had a cool scene.
It had a couple cool fight scenes.
It had
He's
him.
really good at fighting.
Him covered in oil,
Choreography.
slipping around,
Yeah.
and beating up guys with his shirt. Besides that, the rest of the movie
Was it the shirt? What one was the fire hose? Was that the first or second
I
one?
think it's the second one.
Where he fights them all with the fire hose.
That one's
That's so
okay.
good. That's so good.
The
The choreography of those are amazing.
But that oil scene in the first one was amazing. But besides that, and then that gets me into like Jackie Chan movies. Love Jackie Chan movies. Like
Jurassic Park. Yeah, but they
Yeah, I mean, the first one, and then there's the rest. Really. The 2, I think, is all right, but 2 has some real...
2 just ruined... Like, they changed... Like, if they would have gone by the book for 2, it might have been better. But they added that whole San Diego crap at the end.
But that can be cool, but yeah, I mean, just definitely felt like...
They ruined it with that.
Like... So, I mean, there's huge plot holes, right? There's, like...
Yeah, but if you read the book... granted, the book was just basically a...
I never read the book. I read the first book, but not the second book.
Here's more kind of thing.
That's Margaret.
But I thought he wrote the book because of the movie
What's her name?
to make a sequel. But then they didn't even follow the book.
But then she disappeared.
Anyway, whatever. The third one was, in my opinion, was slightly better than the second one, movie-wise, because there was no third book. And then Jurassic World, I didn't hate it. It was a good popcorn flick. And I haven't seen the new one, so I don't know.
Okay. The second one just has so many plot holes and like really silly moments. Lost
Die
World.
Hard, but
Die Hard's
that's not a
good.
trilogy, really. I mean,
Die Hard's a trilogy.
no, it's not.
Yeah, I mean,
No, you can't do that. You can't just say because I didn't like these films, they're not part of the series.
I can do whatever I want. What do you mean I can't do that? I can totally do
Terminator is not a trilogy either.
that. Also, Terminator. I mean, Terminator 1 and 2, and then the rest.
3. The Matrix. Oh, there you go. Yeah, The Matrix.
Oh, we're forgetting a huge one. And somebody ironically reminded me of Boss Baby, but Toy Story. Toy Story is a
But
great.
they're making a fourth one.
Well, but it's still a great trilogy.
But they're going to make a fourth one. We know they're making a fourth one, so it doesn't count anymore.
No, it counts.
The Matrix. I would put that below. The Matrix kind of jumped the shark.
Yeah.
It was good. I loved it, and then it just was like, what the hell's going on here?
I love the first one. The second one.
Second one
had
was okay.
Cool action.
Yeah, but it was like I thought I could get behind it.
And then the third one was just like, whoa,
Yeah.
what happened?
Yeah. But I would, if you're going to count them, you have to count it because there's only 3. So I'd put that below everything we've named.
The OG Diary, the one we get, I've not seen that. I've seen that, you post that a couple times, but I have not seen it. So.
It's not a trilogy right now because they're currently in production on Toy Story 4.
It's still a trilogy, though.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
They're already working on a fourth one.
Because Star Wars counts as a trilogy, and you will never argue.
No, but you have to call it the original trilogy.
Okay.
And then there's the prequel trilogy,
Yeah.
and then there's the new trilogy, right?
Yeah.
Those are trilogies by themselves.
So, Die Hard, the good trilogy. What? I just gave it a name. We just give it a name, and it's fine.
Indiana Jones minus the crystal. There you go. You can't do that. You can't just minus the crystal skull.
Indiana Jones, the youthful trilogy.
The youthful trilogy. He
Yeah.
wasn't that youthful in the Last Crusade.
Well, it's all relative, right?
Toy Story original trilogy, but we don't know what the fourth one's going to be about. What if it is? I'm good with saying Die Hard the good trilogy.
Better not let anyone see me out.
Oh. The term trilogy is kind of. Let's see what Google thinks about best trilogies.
That fourth Die Hard movie is okay. It's not great, but it's okay.
I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the latest.
I hear it's so bad. I haven't seen it either.
Okay, let's see what Screen Rant has to say. The Matrix. We already talked that. Iron Man. See, I'm not a big fan of Spider-Man, but again, that's been so many different movies. Evil Dead.
Oh, Evil Dead's a good one.
The Before trilogy. Mad Max. Does that count?
What up?
All right, we will be done. We will be done. The Three Colors trilogy, and let's come back to the couch. Back to the Future, Captain America, Indiana Jones. Which how does that even count? Maybe this was written before the Dark Knight.
Because it counts.
Dark Knight, Godfather, Star Wars,
So wait, the Dark Knight doesn't
Lord
count.
of the Rings.
The Dark Knight doesn't count because Batman versus Superman, right?
No, it
Right?
doesn't.
Oh no, because of Batman and Batman Returns, it doesn't count.
So then you have to throw Star Wars out.
You have to throw like everything out. That's what I'm trying to
No,
get at.
no.
There's no.
No, I don't understand what you don't understand about that argument. It's called. There is the original trilogy. There is the Christopher Nolan Batman trilogy.
You just give it a title, and then
No.
it counts.
No, it's not, because they're not even connected to any of the other Batman movies. You're trying to find an argument where there is none. So, anyway, thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you next time. The best trilogy of all time.